Gran Turismo as a game. Let me see. Um, Gran Turismo as a game sucks. I'm sorry, okay? I mean, lifelong players are no longer interested in playing Gran Turismo 7. It's not a single player campaign type game that they designed it to be, that's fun or that's makes you feel free, and you're having an enjoyable experience, and you're in control of your future, and you decide by your driving skills and the way you set up your car how you can compete, okay, with the AI that's out to fucking murder you. Um, that game is not in Gran Turismo 7. I've never played a more controlling, regimental, down the fucking line, boring ass game as Gran Turismo 7. Not in my whole life. Uh, um, there's the game itself. Now, so I've been on the Noordcleave in a car that was racing on YouTube. I got myself fairly well synced up with the guy, and it was incredibly close to real. Incredibly close. Because math is easy for a machine. You know what I mean? The math is easy. The computer can do that well, okay? And so when I'm finally in the game, when I'm finally able to drive a car that I can enjoy, when I'm finally in a car that isn't like a gigantic, giant fart customizing, okay? I don't know, I think Sony wanted to turn it into a fucking advertising business. The first editor was, I think, fantastic. I had over 2,000 designs online. I haven't even bothered with the new one. Now, that's got to tell you something. I have 2,000 out there with Gran Turismo Sport, and I think I have, 2 that I attempted to do with the new one, because it feels clunky. It just feels clunky. All the colors that I worked years for, gone. You know what I mean? All the decals that I saved up and separated and shit, gone. That should have all transferred over. All of it. You see, but they want to be controlling in every single possible fucking way they can. It's not about letting you have, it's about making you get. And they think that that's enjoyable. Well, in gaming nowadays, that's not enjoyable. Exploration is enjoyable, right? That's why all of these open world games, I think, are doing so well. It's because you have freedom to go out and explore what they gave you, okay, and make the most of it, which is what Gran Turismo should have done. Gran Turismo should have simply allowed to players to take everything every single color, wheel, option. This whole fucking option thing with Gran Turismo 7, I gotta tell you, is horrifying. Horrifying. You're winning shit for a car you're never gonna want. What is that? What made somebody at Polyphony think that was fun? Well, you know what, folks? I gotta tell you, I think they absolutely fucking designed the game to not be fun. Because they found out that every Gran Turismo is starting to drop in popularity. Every Gran Turismo they've come out with since 5? Okay? Has just been a mess that they have to fix over and over and over. And by the time they get the game running well, like 6, out comes Sport. Again, a giant clusterfuck. Then they fix the game over a period of years, and then out it goes, and then in comes 7. And what they produce is such garbage that, when I remember when 6 came out, 5, they made us wait. First off, they lied. They gave us prologue. None of that shit from prologue carried over to 5. None of it. It was the same game. We just bought the rest of the tracks again. So they charged us twice for the same fucking game, and they went, hey, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. We can fucking sell them 2 games. And that's what they're up to this generation. Next thing you know, I'll guarantee you're going to get the same damn game in a PlayStation 5 version. That's what you're going to get next. It's not going to be any different game. It's not going to be any different in any way. It is simply going to be Gran Turismo 7 repackaged, okay, they're going to take the menus, put them in a bag like they always do, shake it up, pour the fucking menus out on a table and go, there we go. That's what they're going to do. Okay, I guarantee you. We're not getting a completely new fucking designed up from the bottom game from Polyphony. They've found out that they can take advantage of us like every other gaming company. Now, when 5 was a game everybody really, really enjoyed, okay? And I think it broke the online thing for Gran Turismo. It broke it open, not just hurt it, but improved it. And people were starting to go, look, there's a future in this. And sure enough, Sony and Polyphony get together and go, well, how can we make more fucking money on these guys? And that was the microtransaction shit. So when 6 came out, it was 71% fewer sales in Europe. 71% fewer sales because everybody had already finally got 5 and all the shit they wanted back that they lost in Prologue. They had finally got all their everything that they wanted in Gran Turismo back for the same game. They just gave us more tracks, okay? And they said, well, we're not going to go for that. So we're going to shut the servers off on 5. And within 1 fucking year of Gran Turismo 6 coming out and being a failure, they shut the servers off for Gran Turismo 5. And in with the microtransactions. Why? Because they don't give a fuck. It's not the real driving simulator anymore. It was a game they tried to design, okay, to, I don't know what, frustrate you? That's what, every time I try to play Gran Turismo 7, they're making me do shit that's not fun. It's not fun. It's not challenging. It's just not fun. I don't know how else to put it. To me, it seems like work that I have to do for some talking head that I could care shit about. Okay, I don't care about the history of this 1985 Datsun, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. That's not a driving simulator, okay? If I wanted to study the history of the automobile, I'd go get proper material. I don't want Guido telling me, oh, now you have to do this in this car in order to advance into your new book to do that when we make you fucking do it. And it's just not fun. I simply use it for time trials. That's it. Me and my friends haven't even bothered to race in Gran Turismo 7. We fire up Gran Turismo Sport, and that's what we race each other with. We haven't even attempted to race in Gran Turismo 7 because it's no different. I get in Gran Turismo 7, I get in this car, I get in this track. It's even painted the same way because I transferred up my livery. I get in the car, and it's exactly like Gran Turismo Sport. Exactly the same times within 100th as Gran Turismo Sport. There's nothing, we gained nothing for buying a new fucking console that some people paid thousands of dollars for in the beginning because Sony lied about having 10 million ready to ship, okay? More lies. Because they found out they could. We don't punish these companies anymore. They don't get punished anymore, right? My generation was like, hey, you motherfuckers, we remember when gaming was gaming and you guys didn't try to control us like 10-year-olds, okay? And unfortunately, that generation is now grown up. They've all got jobs. They're going through college or finishing their doctorates or whatever. And this new generation of Call of Duty 13-year-olds could give a fuck about the majority of games. When Starfield comes out, because it's new and it's something that they haven't played before, people will clamor to it, okay? But even people that play Call of Duty, what are you guys doing? You're going to get a fucking giant DLC pack. And the people that build Call of Duty are like, oh no, we guarantee you it's going to be a brand new, fresh game. No, it's not. You know it's not. Don't be a fool. Don't be in the Call of Duty cult, okay? The Gran Turismo cult is bad because the abortion that they came out with is. I mean, when someone like me who has all the money that I have tied up in sim gear and has finished, okay, every single Gran Turismo, every car, every award, every whatever you can win, okay, I finished every single game. And now here I am, Gran Turismo 7, I'm not even halfway through it, and I can't fucking stand it. Now that has to tell you something. Even Gran Turismo 6, when it came out, it was such a mess. Everyone hated it, but they finally got it in working order. And what do? They come out with this game because everyone was like, well, we want more content for players, single players. You know what I mean? That was basically an online kiosk into online racing. That's what it was. Okay, Gran Turismo Sport, it had some, but not enough, right? 2 like events for dirt, you know what I mean? And it really focused on online racing. Now, that's okay. And it's nice to have that in the game, right? But everyone knows, okay, if you want to go race online, here you go. You don't need to take half of the game and turn it into an online project, okay? And if you want to have people have fun, you can challenge them, but don't make them go through, hell to get the car they want set up the way they want. I should be able to go and buy a manifold for my Honda when I start. I always start with a Honda, right? Usually, it's tires first, right? And work my way up and build my car. I like that. That's fun, okay? Going to the shop and not being able to buy what I want, or not winning anything that helps me in any way, or being forced to take that car that is either way too over fast for my competition, okay, or underpowered for my competition, because I can't set the car up the way I want it set up, because you're controlling everything. Everything. Nope, you're going to get in this car, and then you're going to do this race with these guys on this track, and if that's how it is, well, that's okay. That's Gran Turismo Sport. That is Gran Turismo Sport, okay? Having this other forced, no, you do these books here. You can't go over here and choose what you want to do out of 20 different categories. Oh, you want to race dirt today because you feel like racing dirt today? Yeah, well, fuck you. No. Guido says you're going to get in this piece of fucking shit and spend an hour winning these 3 races, okay? Getting all golds if you have any drive or competitive nature, okay? And then you're going to go get another book, and we're going to make sure you do that. See, with sport, I could go, I feel like doing this today. Or let me go back to this one where I got the silver, and I'm going to try to get a gold. No, you can't fucking do that. And you spend money to build up this car, and next thing you know, you're getting it for free. The same car you wasted all your money and resources on so they could microtransaction your fucking ass. Horrifying game. Gran Turismo 7 is just a really bad game. It really is. Now, the physics, well, it's better. It's better than it was in sport. And that's what we want. And thank you very much, Polyphony. We appreciate it. But that is it. See, the whole game should be about that, about driving, about you, the physics, and whatever track you decide to get on and not have to jump through fucking hoops to get to that track. Give us every track, right from the fucking get-go. Every track is available, forward and backwards, okay? Every car is available, period. You don't have to be a level whatever to buy this car. You can buy that car if you want to buy that car. Right? That's a life simulator and a driving simulator because the physics are fine. I enjoy once I get driving a car I want on a track I want, I'm having fun. Driving a car on a track I don't want to drive and a car I don't want to drive for basically no other reason than to finish that fucking book to get to the next book for me is not a fun game.